is going to the Drake concert
without her.
without me. Wow.
Sorry, babes. They signed up plus one. I'm gonna sneak you in. I'm gonna wear a big ass coat. You go on my shoulders.
Hi guys, before we continue with this video, I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I'm a huge mental health advocate. Mental health is real. I've shared some of my struggles, some of my stories with mental health, depression, anxiety, and things I've gone through. If you ever need someone to talk to, you struggle with anxiety, depression, etc., I would love for you guys to try BetterHelp for online therapy. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easy, as it is online, it is remote, and it is accessible. Filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can help match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days. If you don't like your therapist, it's easy to switch. Seriously, no hard feelings and no money being spent on trying to make it work. If you didn't know, I struggled with depression and anxiety most of my teen years. I still struggle with seasonal depression. Therapy is an amazing tool that helped me overcome some of my struggles. And if you are struggling, consider BetterHelp for online therapy today. Visit betterhelp.com/EvelynOrtiz. Click the link in my description to get 10% off today for your first month. We all have our issues, we all have our problems. It is completely normal. Even if things are going well, sometimes we just need someone to talk to. BetterHelp is easy to sign up and get matched, so visit betterhelp.com/EvelynOrtiz. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for advocating for mental health and supporting this channel.
Yeah, we look cute. No makeup. Hello, natural.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here with my sister Alondra. We're gonna be filming a cute little Q&A while we get ready and do our makeup, because this girl is going to the Drake concert
Without her.
without me. Wow.
Sorry, babes. They signed up plus one. I'm gonna sneak you in. I'm gonna wear a big ass coat. You go on my shoulders.
I'm like, even Elsie's coming over and they're gonna leave together from my house. I'm like, okay. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm looking jealous of her. So today we're gonna, well, Alondra's doing her eyebrows already. I haven't even started.
Sorry.
And I got some dirty ass brushes, so.
They're gonna say dirty ass tea.
Dirty ass tea?
Yeah, like some good tea.
Oh, some
you know?
good tea? No, we can't
Like
talk
spill
about
the
that.
tea, the dirt.
Should we spill the tea today?
Yeah.
Alright, everyone, so I'm pregnant.
That's me.
That was like one of the most common questions, and everyone was like, is Emma pregnant? No, I'm just a fat ass. No, but on a serious note, we're gonna get started with our makeup. Do you start with brows? What do you start with?
Lately, I've been starting.
Yeah, I've been starting with my brows too.
I feel like I'm doing my makeup from so far away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you didn't give me a mirror.
Oh, we should have.
No, you can have it. You can have it.
We should have found one at Target.
I'm low key good at like doing it from far away. I think.
Oh.
I know. I should have gotten one at Target.
I know. I was looking at them too. Remember, you were like, "Go for your restroom."
Yeah.
I know you
did it. Like, anyways.
My bad. I'm like, oh, I already have one.
So how do you feel at your new place? She's grown or whatever.
I feel like a new woman.
I low-key feel like I live with her. I've been here 5 days. And last time I came, I stayed 5 days.
I'm
too.
like, go home, bitch.
I know, she's probably like this bitch.
No, I actually like having her over because I feel like, well, it kind of reminds me about how like when we used to live together.
Oh, at the Chino Hills.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't feed you, so now you don't feed me.
Don't say, I do feed you.
Then why am I hungry?
I told her there's quesadillas to make.
I'm not gonna make it. I told her, I'm like, I'll teach her how to cook. She's like, she's been wanting me to teach her how to make the pasta I make.
Oh yeah, the pasta she makes is so good.
So good. I make the Gigi Hadid pasta.
Oh, do you? Well. You do?
I made it for you.
Oh.
I made it for you in
Sorry, do you
Brandon.
have tweezers?
Yeah, I put them on my ass. I took them out my ass.
How long my hairs are.
What the hell? Damn. That's some peluda love.
First question. Have you ever thought about quitting social media? If so, why? You've been in the social media world longer. Way longer than I have.
I know. I've never thought about quitting social media. To be honest, I love my job. I mean, the mean comments used to get to me, but it never made me like want to quit. I would like disappear for a little bit, but I never said like, oh, I want to quit forever, you know? I love my job. How about you? I know you have. In the beginning. In the beginning?
I think in high school it was a little harder only because I feel like it wasn't really a full-time thing for me. So it was really easy for me to be like, oh, bye. Like, I could just quit. And now that I started YouTube, I honestly never want to quit this. When I was younger, I feel like I started when I was 16.
You started in high school.
I would get a lot of mean comments. I think I've only cried once ever, and that was the first and last time I've ever cried like about mean comments. Like, people would be so mean to me. Like, now that I'm like older, I feel bad for my younger self because I feel like it made me so sad, and I wish I never cared back then.
I feel like it's hard when you start at such a young age because I feel like all those comments when you're young, like, they really do get to you.
Yeah, like your brain absorbs everything. So everything you see about yourself, like, you kind of believe it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I love my job. Did y'all hear them loud ass taps?
That's how you know I'm around, huh?
I'm like, where's Alondra? You just hear it.
But I love Evelyn's aesthetic. Like, I love watching her TikToks because, like, goals. You know?
Oh, you're so sweet.
You know what? Evelyn and I don't really, like, hug each other and stuff. Like,
yes, we do. We've never really hugged. I feel like it was always weird.
I know, but then at some point we started and then we stopped. I feel like because I see you all the time.
Yeah, so now it's not like, oh my god, I finally get to see you. I'm like, go home.
Bitch, you really do want me to go home, but you're not kidding.
No, bitch, I FaceTime you every day when I'm not with you.
She does.
I probably FaceTime you twice a day.
I'm like that bitch. It's so funny.
Have you guys ever snuck out while living with your parents? If so, tell us the story.
I feel like the core memory I have is when we snuck out to go get Dunkin' Donuts and mom wanted to beat our ass because it was like midnight and we were craving Dunkin' Donuts.
Why didn't we go early? I think we were just craving it. Oh, because that's when we shared a room.
Evelyn's room had a door to go outside, like it led straight outside. And to open my car, we were like, fuck. I made the little beep beep. And mom heard. We got in trouble. Is that the only memory you have of us?
I feel like it is. Well, because we didn't live together for that long, I feel like.
I know, because when Evelyn was a preteen or like a teenager, well, preteen, I didn't live with you. I lived with my dad. So we weren't like hella close growing up until like recently. Alondra, how do you feel about Evelyn moving out young? I'm so proud of her, to be honest. I feel like it's a good age because I moved out when I was around her same age too. And I feel like it's just a huge accomplishment to be able to do it, especially nowadays because with inflation, babe. So I'm so proud of her.
Remember, I had always said, oh, at 18, February, March, around my birthday, I'm gonna move out. I would always say that, but I feel like I was so young. Like, I didn't have credit. I didn't have money saved.
You weren't ready.
I was not ready. I was in high school still.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought I was gonna be able to. I also got very lucky with my place. I love my home.
Our house is so cute, y'all. I love it. I feel so peaceful in here. It just sounds so quiet.
Yeah, and I've never really had that. I feel like I've always lived in a chaotic home. Always very loud, someone yelling, the neighbors yelling. Here, you could stay quiet and you could hear the silence.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I know when you fell asleep last night, it sounded so quiet. I didn't know what to do with myself.
Are you pregnant, Evelyn? Yes, I am.
I'm gonna be at the baby's name is Kaka.
I'm not pregnant. I'm just a fat ass. I eat a lot. Yeah, I'm fine with my body. Even though I gained some weight, I'm like 130.
I'm trying to get on her level because I feel like I'm losing too much weight.
I really like my body though, like no complaints. Everyone's body is different. I feel like my weight for sure fluctuates a lot though. So like today I look hella skinny, but like yesterday I look super bloated. Like that's just how the body actually is. What's one thing you're most proud of individually?
You have a lot of things to be proud of, girl.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to be proud of, but I feel like the main thing is probably...
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
The thing I'm most proud of is me being able to grow on social media, me buying a house, and me starting a business.
Hella boss babe.
Hella boss babe and her boss babe lashes.
I feel like I'm proud of many things, but I think the thing I'm most proud of, I think it's more of being strong-minded. Like I think that's what I'm really proud of about myself. Like I do what I love. I don't really care about what anyone thinks. Proud of my mentality.
I feel like you're your own person. You never really
I follow what I love. I think that's what I'm really proud of. Oh my god, anyone could do it, but it's hard to keep a platform like
the things that are hard about social media is getting so much hate and just having to take it, especially at such a young age.
I've never really cared about hate or anything like that. I think that's also what I'm really proud of. Very strong-minded.
She is young.
How was y'all's relationship with your parents growing up? Also, are you fluent in Spanish? Well, my Spanish sucks. How do you think my Spanish is?
Your Spanish isn't bad. Oh my god, my pimples big. Look, it's like more.
You can see it, I promise. My relationship with my parents growing up, I feel like I lived with my mom most of my life, which was a Mexican household. And my parents divorced when I was super young. I never ever saw my parents together.
You were too little to see.
I was too little to see them divorcing or separating because I literally never witnessed them together ever. So I've always been used to them being divorced, separated, and then them having their own spouses.
My mom has a different partner and our dad.
Yeah.
I said my mom. That's like a Mexican thing. I mean our mom.
Mi mamá.
Mi mamá, yeah.
My dad already had his girlfriend. My early memory, like I remember meeting my stepmom when I was super little, like 4 years old.
Yeah.
When I think about my childhood, I think of my stepmom a lot. I also think about my mom's now husband, or stepdad, I guess. I feel like I've always been very distant with my parents for some reason. I've never felt like I had like a bond with either of them. You know, I love them.
I know why though, because I feel like they each got their own partner. So
when
you
I was
never,
growing up, yeah.
Yeah, so you never.
They never loved me.
I feel like you didn't know where you belonged.
Yeah, I've always felt lost growing up. I feel like that's the word. I've always felt lost. Where do I belong, you know? It's a very interesting thing to experience. Like when mom had pictures of other kids, but not me.
She did it with me too. For a while, my mom didn't have pictures of me in her house.
Yeah.
Until recently.
And now I'm slowly creating a bond with my parents.
I used to fight with my mom a lot, and now I'm like close to her.
Yeah, I used to fight with my mom a lot too because we were so young.
Now she's like very involved.
Yeah, I love my mom like
Me
more
too.
than anything. I feel like when we were younger, we didn't really understand everything.
We didn't get along, and now it's like I love her.
How many kids do y'all want?
One.
I think I've been around so many kids my whole life that now I'm just like,
you have your nephew. It's
yeah, I have a
fine.
nephew. He's fine. That's my kid. Yeah, because like my whole life I've always taken care of my younger siblings.
When I was little, I used to take care of you. I was like your mom.
Oh yeah. Were your parents accepting of becoming content creators?
My mom wasn't.
My mom was not. It's because she's a Mexican mom. She's an immigrant. She immigrated from Mexico to here. So obviously,
stereotypical job they want us to have is like
go to college and get a
go
major,
to college,
get a degree.
yeah.
Try out college for a month and I didn't end up liking it.
I remember when I graduated high school, mom didn't believe me.
Oh, I know. I remember that. She did not believe
She
her.
didn't believe me for what reason? I don't know. She thinks I'm stupid.
I think that's because you were homeschooled, and I feel like she didn't really understand the idea of being homeschooled.
Yeah, and I showed her my high school diploma, and she was like, "Oh," and she kept it in her house.
I remember it was by the lamp in the living room.
He would always doubt me. I feel like.
I feel like dad has always been very accepting, especially for you. I don't know if you want to tell your story about how dad would, you know.
My dad was always supportive. Like he would buy me the things that I needed to become an influencer. Like for example, when I was in high school, he bought me a Mac laptop and a camera, even though he didn't have a lot of money. So he was very supportive of that. He would always be like, "I'm so proud of you," this and that. Yeah, he's always told me he's proud of me.
He would always encourage you to follow your dreams, do what you love. I don't have a lot. Like we come from nothing. Like our parents did not have money whatsoever, and especially being like immigrants, like you're obviously not a citizen in the US, so it's really hard to find a job. They're mainly labor jobs that don't pay that well. Kind of where we come from. And like now, you know what, mom is very supportive now. She's very
I think because
like she'll be like, "Oh, ya mira tu video." Like she's very sweet.
she'd be watching my YouTube videos now.
Yeah.
Kinky, do you love me?
Oh my god, you sing so good, it's gonna get copyrighted.
They're gonna think it's Drake.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, why does my concealer look so white on your camera and it looks normal in life?
At least you got that bright under eye.
I look like Flashback Mary.
No, I feel like why do I look white as fuck?
Let me see. What kind of lore is this?
I think it's the light. Next question is, how does Alo like your boyfriend? I think the next question is, like your boyfriend, you like my boyfriend.
If I like Rara?
That's what the baby calls him.
And because it sounds like Brandon, he says Rara.
And he calls me Evie. Oh my god, he's so cute. I miss him now.
Evie.
I like him because I like how involved he is with the baby. The baby loves him so much.
Like babies love him.
Yeah. Every time they come over, he gets excited to see both of them.
No, he gets more excited to see Brandon than me.
Sometimes he be getting butthurt up.
Like, bro, what?
Ray.
But what else do you think about Brandon? Like, do you like him for me? Should I get another boyfriend?
Yeah, I like him for you because I feel like he's very patient with you.
And I mean,
Exactly what it means. And he does a lot of things for Evelyn too, which I feel like that's how every boyfriend should be.
I know Brandon was the one when I introduced him to you, because she has never met any of my like boyfriends or any of that. Like, if you're my friend, you're not gonna meet my sister unless you're like a really, really good friend or like a best friend, because you've only met like Val and Angel, huh?
Yeah. Girl, she took Brandon to Cancun with us.
I'm very picky with who gets to meet you, because you're a very special person to me. Very special person to me, so I feel like who I bring around you, that's extremely rare, and it means a lot to me. I like Benny a lot. Benny's he's cool. He's like. No, just kidding. I love Benny. He's an amazing brother-in-law. He's very sweet. He's very caring. He's funny as hell.
He's hella funny.
Yeah, I love it when he's around. Like, he's super funny. He's like the life of the party.
He is.
He's an amazing dad.
Oh my god, he's like the best dad ever. Like, his personality is like no other. He's so funny.
Yeah, like, bro, the way he cracks jokes is like no other. He's funny as fuck. When was y'all's last big argument?
Like a month ago.
Like, it wasn't even an argument though. I feel like we just had a misunderstanding.
We just ignored each other.
I just ignored her calls. Yeah, but I think someone also asked like if we fight a lot, or did we fight a lot growing up? I feel like we never fought. We never had a bad relationship ever. It was just like stupid shit. Like, a month ago, we stopped talking to each other. It was my fault too. Like, it was my fault. Yeah, I'm gonna admit, like, it was my fault. It was both our faults. It was mainly my fault though. So we had taken pictures together, and we had agreed, okay, we're gonna post this day at this time. It was like at 12 p.m., right? So I was getting my nails done, and I realized, oh my god, I'm like, it's gotta be 12. So I waited for it to be 12, and I posted. And then after I posted, I texted her, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna upload. Crossed my mind that she might have been asleep or something. And like maybe 30-40 minutes later, she's like, I'm not gonna post anymore because he posted. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, whatever.
I know, she was mad as fuck.
I wasn't mad. I was
were mad.
No, I felt like regañada. Yeah, I hate disappointing people. I hate disappointment. It made me really sad that she said that, because I'm like, bro, what? But I understand, you know, I should have checked in with her first, whatever.
Because we were like, oh my god, let's post together.
Yeah. And so I ended up deleting my post, and I just didn't talk to her for like 2 or 3 days.
I know, I was like, put it back up. I'm like, it's not that deep. And I kept telling her, like, post it back up. Like, I don't even care.
I'm like, bitch, if it's not that deep, why'd you get mad? Honestly, it was my fault. I should have checked in. But then again, I feel like I posted and then I forgot about it because I was getting my nails done. That's like the only argument we've ever really had. Or disagreement. We don't really have arguments. We get along.
I know, all we did was like ignore each other for a little bit, and that was it. And then we were like, oh, you want to come over?
I think that's what happened, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys take perfect pictures? If you were to see how many pictures we have, we take a shit ton of pictures.
It literally takes like 100 takes for it to be like the perfect one.
I mean, for me, not really.
Oh.
I'm already pretty.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm not picky with my pictures. I could take like 15 or 10
and she's like, oh yeah, I got one. I'm like...
She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I can work with these.
I know, I feel like I take a lot more too. Because I'm really picky with them.
Also, we take a lot of camera pictures.
Camera
pictures are so bomb.
I know, I noticed with the camera pictures, I take less. On the iPhone, it takes me like forever to get like the perfect one. Because the iPhone cameras are not good.
Yeah, the G7X, the Canon Mark II. That one is super good, especially for nighttime pictures.
I feel like how you look in the Canon camera is how you look in real life.
Yeah,
like,
because them iPhone pics be tweaking.
I know, I feel like they make you look more sharpened.
Also have good lighting. I feel like good lighting is everything.
Oh yeah, either flash or like in the daytime.
Yeah. That's important in a sister bond. I'd say trust. Trust and humor.
I know. We're low-key hella funny.
Like, we're funny as fuck. Not a lot of people get our humor. Like, just how we posted about the Disney and the
people came.
Bro, we were talking shit to us. Sister bond is definitely trust and having good humor, because that's how we get along.
I know.
We're so similar.
I feel like we are. We be saying like the same jokes. I feel like low-key the only one that gets our humor is probably Elsie.
Oh my god, the three of us.
I feel like, yeah, we all have the same humor. It's funny.
Like, one of us say something and then the other, and we're just fucking crying. Do you guys ever suffer with depression? Like, negative thoughts?
Yeah.
I will say I go through seasonal depression.
It's always on my birthday.
Oh, her birthday is in November, and around that time I get so depressed for some reason. I wish I knew why. I did deal with depression like growing up my teen years. That's actually one of the reasons why I moved in with Alondra when I was super young. I was a little suicidal. I was a little depressed, and yeah, she was like, bitch, you're moving with me.
I know, because I feel like Hispanic parents don't believe in mental health like that. They're just like, oh, get over it. Like, you know, when you're depressed and all you want to do is sleep, they'll like call you lazy. And I feel like I understood her because I went through really bad mental health. So I was like, bitch, you're gonna come live with me. Like, I need to take care of her. I didn't want anything bad to happen to her, especially because in a Mexican household, they don't believe in mental health. So I was like, hell no, not on my watch.
I wasn't even like, can I live with you? She was like, oh no, like
you're coming with me.
Yeah. And at first, I think I thought that I was just gonna stay with you for like a night, but I ended up just living with you for a few months.
I feel like that was the best decision we could have ever made, because I feel like you low-key got a little better.
Yeah, I got a lot better. I feel like Alondra helped me see a perspective of life. How about you? Did you ever suffer with depression?
I feel like I've suffered from depression since I was literally in like first grade. I kid you not.
I know. I think you've talked to me briefly about that.
I feel like, because I would get like picked on, so
That's
I feel like
sad.
I feel like I always look so different because of my teeth. That's what would like make me low-key depressed. And like dad coming in and out.
I bet all those people that bullied you probably watch you now.
Probably do.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
That's when mom and dad were like separating. Like they were like on and off, so I would low-key get depressed because you know how I was like super close to him, like daddy's girl.
Yeah, I had daddy issues, so I don't understand. Do you ever feel like you had like mommy issues or daddy issues?
What's mommy issues? I
feel like I was reading that if you have mommy issues, you really don't know how to get along with other girls. It's hard for you to make girlfriends. It's hard for you to trust. You think a bond of two women or two girls have.
I just had trouble making both gender friends. Yeah, I feel like I didn't really trust people, and I remember Elsie telling me like, yeah, I could tell you don't trust a lot of people. So every time we would like make new friends, like I'm like, bitch, I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
You don't feel like you had daddy issues? I feel like I would date super young. That's one of my biggest regrets.
So would I.
I dated, maybe.
So
well, maybe I mean, you kind of had dad in your life. I feel like I never really had my dad in my life, so it always made me seek love or care or like nurture from guys. I started dating super young.
So did I though.
It's like I kind of regret that, but then again, I feel like dating super young, it helped me understand at a young age what I want and what I don't want in a guy. You know, I feel like it helps us kind of choose good partners when you're older.
I just had issues trusting people, like no matter what gender they were.
She said I just had trust issues. My mom thought I liked girls.
But always dressed in like all black or like guy looking shoes.
Which is emo. I didn't like girly stuff until you moved in, and that's when I was like 13. My mom was the first one to buy me my first makeup. She bought me like a little she bought me a BB cream.
I know, because she would always tell you, she'd be like, la Alondra.
Píntate.
La Alondra a tu edad se pintaba y se ponía bien.
Se peinaba el pelo, se arreglaba, and I'm like.
And you were like, girl, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, girl, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone.
We forced you to be a girly girl.
Do you think your parents' divorce affected you guys differently or about the same? I feel like our childhoods were very different.
I know.
Like, what you went through is probably a lot different than what I went through. Yeah. But with the same people.
Yeah, because I feel like I moved in with my dad after they divorced. And you stayed with mom, so I feel like it would have affected us differently for sure.
Me and Alondra were talking about this recently. I always say I never lived with Alondra until I was 13. But she says that we lived together when we were younger.
Well, yeah.
I don't remember living with you. I don't have any childhood memories with you.
Because you were little.
Oh, that too.
But yeah, and most of the time I would go out with dad. No leave.
Yeah, because I don't have like any recollection of like ever living with you when I was little. You know what I'm also thinking about?
What?
Remember how we always had roommates?
Yes. Like I never really had my own room because mom would always rent out a room. That's why I bought a house with 5 rooms.
That's why I have a house with 4 rooms.
I know. I feel like you think that has something to do with it. Since we never really had our space, we wanted.
You know what? Because when I was looking for a home, I think what I was looking for was a big space. Because I hate feeling tight. I hate feeling like, oh my god, there's no room.
I think because we grew up like that with not really having space. So now it's like we want to have all the space.
We quadrupled the space.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do for your hair today?
I don't know. I wanted to wave it, but I don't have a waver.
I have a crimper.
Can I use it? I might just.
Sure.
I borrow all your shit.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm like that at your house too. I don't even be asking. I just be grabbing. Does that bother you? When I go to your house, I just touch everything. We're going through her new PR. I'm like, oh, I need a new lip oil. Who always call me Michael Jackson? It's in the back of my head sometimes too. Like sometimes when I look too like white, I'm like, oh my god. It's my new lip combo. So I use like a brown lip liner, and then I use Strings Attached by Beauty Creations. What age did y'all lose your V card? You want to answer that?
Fuck no.
Why don't you want to answer that? I don't even know.
I was pretty young.
How old are you?
No.
Come on.
No.
Okay, I won't say it.
You tell me then.
I lost it at 16.
16?
Yeah, I really lost it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I regret it a lot.
I regret losing mine at the age I did.
Honestly, I wish I would have waited.
I know, me too.
What are your guys' biggest goals to complete for this year? I feel like I've already accomplished some of my goals, which was moving out and starting YouTube. When I was hella depressed last year, I told myself like, bitch, I'm gonna stop crying and I'm gonna start doing what I need to do.
You took a while to start your YouTube. I feel like I would always bug her about it.
I feel like I was always very, very sad. So being sad and being so depressed, it like stopped me from a lot. So that got in the way of many of my goals. But I feel like I told myself literally last year for New Year's, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Get my shit straight. I'm gonna start doing what I need to do, accomplish these goals. And I'm glad I accomplished my goals like in the beginning of the year.
I know. I honestly thought you were never gonna start the YouTube.
Really? Well, it looks so pretty. What type of trauma would you go through in a Mexican household?
I think the whole mental health thing, how they don't believe in mental health, so...
Yeah, I think that, and I feel like when I was younger, I always felt like my parents didn't love me. But that's only because they showed their love in a different way.
It's just I feel like at least our mom didn't know how to be affectionate, so...
Yeah, and I feel like you always need your mother's love.
Motherly
She
love.
loved us, but she showed it in different ways that we couldn't really understand when we were young. But it's like now I understand. Like I know my mom loves me.
Yeah, I know she loves us. I feel like, yeah, she wasn't the type to like kiss us or hug us
like,
or
oh,
say
I love you.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
That affected me a lot. Especially not seeing my dad so much when I was young, and then my mom, me thinking mom didn't love me. I'm kind of good at making relationships now with people and stuff, but I feel like before it was really hard for me because I would have a hard time trusting people or being like, does this person even like me?
Yeah.
Like things like that.
I feel like I'm still like that too. I overthink a lot. I'm like, I know they don't like me.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm more social now.
I feel like you're pretty social. Like you're really social.
But I feel like before it was hard for me, but now I'm pretty social. Like I think that was a goal for this year for me. I was like, I want to be more social. I want to talk to people. What's your favorite hobby to do with your sister Alo besides makeup? Shopping! We literally went shopping earlier. Oh my god, we went to the mall. Dude, I feel like when me and her go shopping together, we have a ball. Like
I love shopping with them.
We spend a hell of money. We take our time.
And she'll find something. She's like, this okay, and then I'll find something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we like similar stores. We have similar styles. So
I'm with you. I spend hella money because I feel like you encourage me and I encourage you. I know. It's just we borrow each other's clothes all the time. So
would we get anything else done?
Or like plastic surgery?
Yeah. Do you want to get anything? Filler, plastic surgery, anything?
I'm done. I'm so done. Do you want to get anything?
Probably just my lips and my teeth.
Oh.
I think that's the only thing I want to get done. People keep asking me if I'm gonna get a BBL. My body, I love my natural body, and not only that, I'm scared to get surgery. Like I'm a pussy. Yeah, I'm such a pussy.
It's so
even
bad.
To get veneers, I'm so scared to get veneers.
The veneers don't hurt, homegirl.
I don't know.
So
like smile. Like I love her teeth. I'm gonna go in with the doctor and be like, can I get these teeth?
I know. You know, a lot of people go in asking for my like.
Yeah, since your teeth look so beautiful on you. Look at my lips.
I know. Maybe I'll touch up my lips, maybe, but that's about it.
Your favorite childhood or core memory together?
Let me think. Hold up. Let me think. Childhood memory. I feel like
it's not really childhood, but more of like a memory we have together.
It's because I feel like I
we were fighting with mom, so we went to the beach. And we
that's literally like a core memory. That's like
probably my favorite memory I have with you, because I feel like we were so lost. I feel like we were so sad during that point of our life.
We were both hella depressed.
We were both going through it so badly.
And we would always be like regañada, so...
Yeah, so I feel like us, the way we would bond is we would just try to relax and go out to the beach.
And we were like, oh, it feels so much better. Like, just the two of us, like, going out. It felt peaceful.
That was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Any projects you guys are working on? Do you have any?
No.
Yeah, you don't?
You do.
Oh, you finished your project.
Yeah.
I have a project coming up and I'm so excited.
It's so freaking cute what she's coming out
I
with.
think this might be like September, October, so maybe it's nearby. It feels like a long time, and I feel like the months go by so fast, but stay tuned. I'm really excited. This is probably something I'm really excited for. I had a meeting yesterday for this project, and honestly I got so sentimental because it just made me very, very happy, and I can't wait to share this with you guys. Oh my god, I'm cheesing. Like, I'm so excited. Okay, we are done with our makeup. Alondra is Drake ready, and I am stay at home ready. Pa limpiar, because my beauty room needs some cleaning, but you are looking so beautiful. Her hair looks so good. She looks
I like my hair.
She looks so effortlessly beautiful. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit more about us, because we've never talked about anything in depth about our childhood or growing up or our bond that we have with each other. I think this is our first sit down video ever.
I know.
And I can't believe it took this long.
It wasn't me, it was you.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if you want to see Alondra here again. We could do a little mukbang for her channel or anything in particular. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bad model bitch, Bella Hadid. I need a bad foreign whip, yeah, change up the speed. I need some purple in my lungs, roll up the weed.